Hello, YouTubes. There's nothing I love more in the world than fucking repeating myself over and over again, as I'm sure you're all aware. And so, again, I'm going to put it to Sargon of Akkad that he's no actual left-winger at all, and forget to try and get him to admit the reality of the situation. This is in response to a video which I'm going to be playing you from my phone, so you can only hear it, but you don't really need to see it because it's just him talking to the camera. So there's nothing, just like this basically. And it's about the Make Donald Trump thing with John Stewart, which if you don't know about, go and look it up. I can't be asked to explain it. And actually, I'm going to be playing Sargon's video anyway, so you'll get the basic gist of what it's about. And I think Sargon exposes himself for the pretend liberal that he is. Anyway, let's have a listen to his thing, because I've been on YouTube for 1 year and 3 days, I think it is now, and I'm running this high-tech fucking project still. So let's have a listen. Play.
John, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I love the fact that he addresses John Oliver in person, like John Oliver's ever going to see it. Like, Sargon's got a big subscriber base, but John Oliver's still not going to fucking see this.
Donald Trump. What are you trying to get people called Donald Trump a name in order to break the majesty of...
This is coming from him who calls me Potato Man. Just putting that out there.
Trump name. To instead use the name his grandfather changed before World War I because of anti-German prejudice. Something completely normal at the time to anglicize one's foreign name to fit in better in America. That is what...
That's true. My family changed his name from the Russian Loganovsky. That's not true.
You think is going to bring down Donald Trump, is it?
No, to be fair, I really don't think he's trying to bring down Donald Trump, really. It's a satire show he does, isn't it? And whilst there is an element of, political activism within what he does, it's a comedy show. And not just that, but look, it's got you talking about it and me talking about it. It's a great piece of self-promotion for that show.
I mean, that just speaks to a phenomenal lack of understanding of what's going on right now.
Ironic, given that you've just misunderstood the intention of it, but whatever.
I'm amazed that anyone around you agreed with this. What?
Yeah, why would the marketing people agree to something that's obviously going to be a huge hit and has been? Been fucking trending on Twitter across both sides of the Atlantic for days now.
You thought?
Or, well, a day, whatever,
It's beyond me. I just... People call Donald Trump a racist. They say...
Because he is. But we'll get onto that in a moment.
That he is a KKK supporter, which something you refuted, despite the fact that you said it was 15 years ago, and when you were like, no, you do know this guy. No, he's 15 years ago.
He's talking here about David Duke, the former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, who has endorsed Donald Trump, and Donald Trump refused to reject him or to condemn him. And that's fine if he didn't genuinely, 15 years has passed, he's met a lot of people in those 15 years. He might have forgotten him. But he was asked more specifically to condemn white supremacists and ask them not to vote for him, which he refused to do, Sargon.
This random guy was, this guy's a racist and a bigot. Of course he doesn't fucking remember.
Oh, by the way, he's referring there to Donald Trump, who 15 years before referred to David Duke as a racist and a bigot, which actually puts him as more left-wing than you, Sargon, at this point. Just saying, so far in this video, Donald Trump comes off as more left-wing than you.
Fucking hell, John, that's such a pathetic point. And calling him a name, what good is that going to do?
Again, he calls me Potato Head. Even though he's actually fatter than I am. Anyway.
Do you really think Donald Trump supporters are going to stop him because you've called him a silly name?
No, but that's sort of not the point, is it? Because actually, to defeat Donald Trump in a general election, you wouldn't need to stop his supporters. His supporters are so few in number in the general populace. And he's no one's second choice, basically.
I don't know why people support... You think people support Donald Trump because you got two fucking rednecks to go, yeah, well, I've always thought the Trump name was about wealth. It's because it's always been fucking wealthy.
Yeah, and the good thing about rednecks is they don't think alike. So if there's only two of them, that clearly means nothing. They're very independent-minded people.
It's It's not about his wealth. It's not about his name.
It is partly about his wealth, and it is partly about his name. I mean, I don't know how you can deny that. He flies into airports with Trump written across the side of a massive fucking jumbo jet. It's a signal of power. People are attracted to power.
It's about what he is. It's the
A racist.
same for Bernie Sanders. Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders have one thing in common. One fucking thing.
Penises.
And that's not that they're both human. It's that both of them are not being backed by major corporations.
Well, Donald Trump is sort of being backed by a major corporation, the Trump Corporation. And the idea that he's not in anyone's pocket. He's trying as desperate as he can be to be in the Christians' pocket, isn't he? But never mind. And actually, I've done videos on Sanders, so I'm not just coming at it from like Sanders is a great person, because I think there's a lot of bullshit and hypocrisy around that as well.
They are not the establishment characters.
This is where I have to pull you up again, Sargon. Bernie Sanders has been in Washington for what, 30 fucking years now. He's not exactly an outsider. Now, yes, he's got very unorthodox politics when it comes to mainstream American politics. I'll absolutely grant you that. And to a degree, Trump is the same. But Trump has been cozying up to all sorts of establishment figures virtually all of his adult life. The idea that these are two absolute renegades is a joke, and actually shows the degree to which Western politics is such a shrunken state now that these two are outsiders. It's farcical.
These people are outside the status quo.
No, one of them's. There's been a lot of problems with his companies in the past, but he's been a very successful capitalist in the heart of capitalism, New York City. And one of them, like I say, has been in Washington, D.C. as a part of Congress and then the Senate for like 30 fucking years. They are the establishment. Look, at least, people say, oh, Hillary's an establishment shill. At least she's honest about it, or less dishonest about it. The other two are pretending to be renegades, outsiders, and they're fucking not.
They're not advocating for the status quo. They're in fact advocating for a massive fucking shake-up of the status quo.
I'd like to ask what exactly Donald Trump is asking them to do that is a massive shake-up. Even his building a wall idea isn't really his idea. Trying to get Mexico to pay for it, that was a new one. And a stupid one. But again, so far, Donald Trump is still coming off as more left-wing than you so far in this video. In your own video.
Bad from a liberal.
You're not liberal.
And the other, Donald Trump. I joke.
I mean, I don't even really need to comment on that bit, do I?
Either way, you have failed to accurately understand what's going on.
Which, again, is so ironic. So ridiculously ironic, given that you genuinely think that what he's trying to take down Donald Trump. He's trying to do a little bit of political activism. But basically, he's a comedian doing sort of satirical politics. Well, satirising politics. And doing it very well. Because he's got cunts like you and me talking about it.
People are not voting for Donald Trump because of his name. They are voting for Donald Trump because they are sick of being lied to.
And that's the beauty of it. I will leave a link to the copy of the video from the actual segment in the John Oliver show, right? Where John Oliver shows conclusively, time after time, how Donald Trump has lied and flip-flopped on positions and all the rest of it. So basically, Sargon, you think that people are sick of being lied to by establishment candidates, and it would be much better that they be lied to by an unstable outsider instead. How is that an improvement for anybody? Fuck's sake. Donald Trump has lied at every fucking turn. Oh wait, it gets even better. Oh god.
By establishment candidates over and over and over. Where is, say, the change Obama was promising? Where is this change? Drone strikes still go on. Fucking wars in the Middle East still go on. Nothing's changed. Poverty still rampant in America. When you next to the billionaires, nothing has fucking changed. Obama was full of shit. Bush was fucking not actually full of shit, but that was the problem.
Bush wasn't full of shit. I mean, you're doing my argument for me here, Sargon. Bush wasn't full of shit, so he didn't lie to, say, drag us into an obviously illegal war that was a fucking catastrophe. He wasn't lying to the American people about tapping their phones. No, he wasn't full of shit. No, but you're such a liberal, Sargon, that you'll sit here and happily defend the record of George W. fucking Bush. Wanker.
People have been lied to for decades by these people.
Including Donald Trump, as we've shown. Again, I'll put a link to the fucking segment. Although it'll probably be taken down for copyright, but I'm not bothering putting them a new one every time.
Nobody wants that. And the people who are voting for it don't even realise that's what they're voting for.
You say no one wants that, Sargon. In a democracy, you get the politicians you deserve because you vote for them. That's what happens.
Seriously, just let's mock his name. That's your idea, is it? That's your big idea. Oh, we've got a theme tune, we've got hats, we've got fucking a website. Fuck me. That's retarded. That's really fucking retarded, John. You should know better than this. You, I would have thought, are better than this. That is so fucking stupid.
You've yet to show why that's so stupid. I mean, you really haven't said anything so far, other than George Bush wasn't full of shit.
You must be aware. You must somehow. Look, if you can't identify why Donald Trump is winning, you cannot ever undermine it. You can't defeat him if you cannot understand your enemy. He is winning because people like you call him a racist.
He is.
That's why. Because people are sick of being told what to say and do.
It's political correctness gone mad. You can't even smear fucking racial abuse and excrement on people's houses anymore, can you?
By people like you. By guilting them into these things. The fact that he's not even fucking backed by the fucking vampiric, giant, fucking mega financial Wall Street bullshit artist is probably just incidental, to be honest. But I'm pretty damn sure it's a fucking help, because people want to poke the establishment in the eye. They are not the slaves of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a fucking buffoon. Donald Trump is the slave of these people. They want to see you burn. They are tired of the establishment. They are tired of the way things...
Oh, John Stewart, not John Stewart, John Oliver's the establishment, is he? The foreigner. Yeah, of course he is. He's a fucking comedian, dude.
Going. This is why it's the poor and least educated voting for Donald Trump. They are at the bottom. They have been at the bottom for a very long time, and Donald Trump looks like the answer to that. That is the fucking reason Donald Trump is doing so well. Nothing you people have said, no slander, no slur, nothing has affected his popularity. You even said he lies constantly. He's constantly just making shit up, and it doesn't matter. Think about it, you fucking idiots. For the love of God, just fucking think.
Well, I thought you said people.
John.
I thought you said that people were sick of being lied to, Sargon. But then you just admit right at the end, he's lied constantly throughout. So why are you even sitting here defending the guy? It doesn't make any sense, other than you're actually just a closeted conservative. You're a conservative wolf in liberal sheep's clothing, and the mask is slipping, bro. Anyway, I'll leave that out there. You can call me a cock piece of shit if you want to, and that's for everyone, not just the Sargon. And yes, pip, basically. Pip, fucking pip.